I sat down for an exclusive interview with Senator Portman, who's championing new legislation aimed at collecting more data about missing children so they don't end up as part of the sex trade.
Senator, we know that in Ohio there's a shocking statistic. More than 1,000 children are involved in sex trafficking every single year. Now we've learned that many of those children were children who were reported missing. You're working on legislation to try to track those missing children.
The idea is to collect more data about this so law enforcement can find out who these kids are who are missing and therefore getting exploited, and to provide better information to child welfare agencies.
Senator, we know that many of these children, most of them, are coming from the child welfare system. Do you think there's a larger problem there?
I think there's a need to look at this in a deeper way. The federal government has a role here, by the way, because there is federal funding through the Social Security Administration for child welfare that the states take advantage of. So we have the opportunity here to help make these child welfare agencies work better to identify these kids, get them the services that they need.
On this issue, we know what we don't know. We know we don't have enough data. What's happening to try to change that?
Legislation that we have does provide the states with the incentive to collect this data and then to have that data be known nationally and to have a better way to find these kids, identify these kids. There's lots of interest in this in Ohio. The law enforcement community is excited about the legislation. They want the data. They want to be able to track down these kids.
About this time last year, you started the Senate caucus to end human trafficking. And there are certainly a lot of issues that you could be a champion for up here on Capitol Hill. Do you think that this is one that you're confident you can make a change, not just in Toledo, but maybe throughout the country?
I believe so, even the world. We've already made some changes in law that relate more to this international issue of human trafficking. Now we're beginning to focus more on the United States and specifically the issue of young kids and sex trafficking.
Jacqueline Policastro with that report. Ohio